Welcome back to Vampire Survivors, and today we limit break one of, if not the most broken weapon in this game, and this is not a blank statement. The last time we did a limit break on this weapon, we reached a total damage of 76G. I don't think I need to mention just how insanely high that value is. There are only some very special and powerful weapons that manage to get to such a point, and this is actually one of the highest damage dealers in the entire game. Why? Well, glad that you are... Oh, I would love to take that. Glad that you asked. The reason is actually very simple. This weapon has a 5 times crit multiplier on all the bonus damage we'll get in the future. 5 times. Do you understand how insane that is? With Limit Break, you get a flat bonus of 0.5 damage, then it's multiplied by 5, which non-crit weapons just don't do, multiplied by your might stat. And because we have the Paranormal Scan this time, we'll also have a higher might stat than ever before. Now don't go too crazy over this, usually the might stat reaches 370%, while the base value is at around 210%, actually not around, it's precisely 210% that you reach in the game. But what makes this so insane compared to other times? Well, I mean, yes, Paranormal Scan, but it's not just that. This weapon has a unique and weird effect that if you have more amount and less cooldown, instead of shooting out always one sword at once, do you see that? It shoots out multiple swords, sometimes even up to 4 or 5. Like, the more insane this gets, the more we'll shoot out. And what is more insane than an additional weapon that will give us bonus cooldown, but also bonus amount, you know? So, I think this will be utterly insane. Now, one thing we sadly can't go for is Bugolov illusions. The weapon got partially fixed that it doesn't fully disappear anymore how it used to be in the past. But I say partially, because it still disappears quite often. Oh, that's perfect, nice. We got the Paranormal Scan already, perfect. It still disappears quite often after you get limit break bonuses. So every single time we pull up a magnet, it would just disappear. And also, if enemies run into you and die and you get experience and you level up, which you do a lot on this character, it would just disappear. Now, what is the special thing about Gains? Let me show you. Gains gets 2% bonus growth every single level up. Yes, you heard it right, every single level up. That means we will have a huge amount of bonus levels, and because we have so many damage multipliers, the might bonus, which is infinite, that we get on this weapon will catapult it up to damage numbers we have never seen before. Well, okay, there are some very powerful weapons we had in the past, so let's see if that statement is true, but it will reach ridiculous crits. And it always does it. It's not like the Spellstorm, you know, where it has one burst every 10 or 20 seconds, but every single hit will have that damage. And we already know just how insane the weapon is because, well, we have already done the limit break in the past. Oh, I just realized I really have to hurry up though. Yeah, because my plan is I actually want to max out Taruna here when I get it. Like once we... How did I manage to misclick so much? Every single time I switched because it was in the bottom, but I clicked at the top, the next time it was in the top for me to click it again. This is fine, right? This is fine. Is it fine to die? Ah, it's fine to die, you know. Oh, we just got cooldown. Perfect. Let's just... I will so die here. Okay. Don't worry about it, guys. So yeah, I tested out Bugolov illusions already, and the total damage at the end was 77G. That is 1 G more than the last video, which is horrible, right? So we definitely have to go for the bounces. It's just horrible, because I want to break 100 G, which is an insane thing to do, but we'll try to do it. So there are the bounces, nice. Do I just pick up everything? That may be bad, because I may have wanted to get to Limit Break instead, but let's just do it that I can run away and do my own thing. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, we have a lot of damage. We have 200 damage. I have 75,000 HP. That means we need to hit them a total of 38 times? No, 380 times, right? I forgot a 0 there. Well, but that's actually not a lot. Like, that's really not a lot if you think about it. With the amount that we are shooting out right now, I have to walk into the red gem, that's why I'm walking backwards, and it worked out while we have the growth doubling. Also maxing out the curse, huh? Yeah. I seem to be fairly confident in the weapon. I am! I'm just not confident on 0 revivals against Guardians. So we want to go for a mount as much as possible, but also every single time the Paranormal Scan shows up, we want to increase that right now. Paranormal Scan is a bit of a gamble because you don't know what you'll end up getting, and sometimes you have way more of the might stat than in other runs. Like, because it has a limit on limit breaks, which is 368. After that, it just doesn't do anything anymore. Let's actually get the crit up. Do you see that? Our crit right now? Right now, our crit is 2.5 times. That is the base crit of the weapon, and Slash doubles that to 5 times. Did we already kill a Guardian, by the way? That would be really great. I don't think a single Guardian has died so far, and we're about to face Curse. Oh, this will be so annoying, because I know I want to do it exactly this way. And I'll just... Oh. Oh well. Oh well, that's nice. We are in this, baby. And we'll rock this game. We'll completely rock this game. Do I still want to do the manual limit breaks? Dude, listen, we'll level up so much, it doesn't even matter. You'll have your... Did you just see the amount of growth I got there in a row? There was like 5 or 6 growth bonuses at once. What? Why? Well, but yeah, do you see that? Isn't this going a bit crazy? Look at our growth stat, 408%. So let's take a look at this when we level up the next time. It will be either 2% or 3%, because Wicked Season gives 1% every second level up. So, yeah, now we got 2%, and let's just get one more level up, just to showcase this, you know, that I'm not talking bogus stuff, that you can actually see that, and believe me, I'm trying to avoid the red gems, but it's really hard, because this weapon is getting a lot of kills, you know. Can I just have a level up? There we go. Yeah, we just got 3%. So, this weapon is no joke. This weapon is one of my favorite weapons, and it's ridiculous just how utterly insane it is. Now, the theory I had with the area was, given that it was fixed, in the beginning it seemed completely fixed, I didn't know that it still occasionally breaks, otherwise I wouldn't have even done that, but assuming it was fixed, the bounces has one issue. Every single weapon has a projectile limit in this game, how many can be on the screen at the same time, and the bounces actually keep them unnecessarily long on the screen, hitting the same spots again that it already hit. So it just flies in the same path where all the enemies are dead. You're just wasting additional projectiles. That was the theory why I thought that area might be better now, but after I noticed that, yeah, the weapon is still broken, if you don't have the bounces, it's totally useless to do that, you know. So we have learned that there's a spot where you get a lot more kills up there. I don't know if it works if you just stand still. Moving around gives you more kills, however, you only get like 20% more kills doing that, but you accidentally collect experience, especially the red gem. And if you don't pick up the red gem while the growth is doubled, you lose 50% of the experience value. That is a lot. So it's actually better to get less kills but standing still to control when you pick up the experience, over walking around getting a bit more kills. 20% is a lot, you know, but it's not that amazing. But losing 50% of the kills, that was insane. The thing is, we'll still get a lot of area, and because this character levels up so fast, we'll max it out quickly. The base area of the weapon goes up to 10. So usually weapons start at 1, some of them start bigger, but with Limit Break it goes up to 10, so a 10 times multiplier. And I think you reach that around level 800 or it's more, because I think in the past you got twice the area scaling and now it's reduced. But the point being, with a character that levels up ridiculously fast, it won't take long to get that. And there's another red gem. Why is this working so well? Oh, you may wonder why did I disable the mod that shows the kills per second. The reason is, for some weird reason, in my game it makes the weapons blurry when they become bigger. That was the reason why the effects were blurry. And I tested this with someone else who also uses the mod. For them it didn't make it blurry, so it's either something about my computer, my screen, my game, something I tried to change, because I did try to change the transparency in the game in the past. And maybe that messed something up with a recent update where it's possible again, you know? So, yeah. Does any one of you guys know where the red gem is? I haven't found it yet. There it is! Can I get it? I can't get it. Okay, that was not a biggie. I think we'll wait for a moment. Yeah, I'm not even sure if we actually get more kills in there without moving around. We know with moving around we get more kills, but let's just stay outside and go into a hidey hole where we can hit the enemies all the time. Oh, there's a vacuum next to me. Are you ready for like 200 level ups or so? Like, don't underestimate just how much growth we have. We have 957% growth. This is so insane. This character is completely mental and busted. Okay, let's do this. Did I get the vacuum? What? There we go. So we had like 350-ish, around that. Yeah. 150 level ups, not as much as I hoped for. Definitely not as much as I hoped for, but that was 150 level ups. Okay, that's a lot. Do we want to kill the boss here? I think we'll wait until we have a bunch more damage, and then we have 2000 damage already. We are 7.5 minutes in. We have 2000 damage on the weapon, and this is without slash that doubles the damage again. Oh, there's the magnet, finally. Yeah, we will level 500, right? So just as a reminder, I took that 40 seconds ago on the last cycle. We got 120 level ups in 40 seconds. And this will get more and more insane because the growth that we get actually outgrows the level requirement you have for level ups. Yeah, you know what it means. So I'm comparing this right now to the old video we had, like the last one that I did. That one was without Paranormal Scan, and at the end of the video, oh god, I slept. Oh, that was without Paranormal Scan, and at the end of it, what is that sound? You hear that? Slightly odd. Okay, totally fine. But yeah, at the end of that, we had 758,000 kills. That is our goal to beat. Also, the level 5,100 at 30 minutes. But, just like in that video, where the final level was 6,800, we'll try to freeze the Reaper to get all of the experience that was still there. Because minute 28 gives an absurd amount of experience. 10 times more than all the other waves. Or 10 times more than the second best wave, I should say, that way. And also the final damage we had there was like 72,000 at 30 minutes. We'll compare to that and see how much we have. Not at the very end, but at 30 minutes the cut off, 72,000 damage is our comparison. And I think we'll easily beat that. Like, I don't even think it will be close. By the way, in the area video that I did, do we have a vacuum? We don't have a vacuum around. Oh, that sucks. Is there the red gem? I think oh my god, perfect. But yeah, in the area video that I did, at 15 minutes, we had 400,000 kills. So that's what we are competing with. I mean, just to see whether the area is actually better kill-wise early on or not. Like, not even in total. I just want to see if faster growing area early on is better than the bounces in regards to how many kills you get. And I don't think we'll get there. Like, in 5 minutes, 200k kills is insane to get that. Yeah, the area definitely has a big effect on getting more kills. Now, you may say, okay Dex, but area is useless in general because it gets so big that it doesn't make a difference anymore. And that is true, but just imagine the goal of the game is to get to a state where you one-shot kill all the enemies that spawn. Right? And if you already know eventually you'll reach that point, then all you have to achieve is to get to that point faster. And if Boogaloo of Illusions shaves off 10 minutes of reaching that point, then it's obviously worth it, right? It's really good. Even if that means the remaining 10 minutes in the run, it doesn't have an effect anymore and the area is just wasted. That is usually the reason why I take it. I mean, on some weapons it's also mandatory because they have like very poor area scaling. But yeah, it's still insane right now. Oh, hello there. There's the slash. It actually looks like I just triggered the guy. Oh yeah, I triggered him. Are you triggered, my friend? Are you triggered? Your haircut looks ugly. Your mom, Did you die? Did he already die? I didn't even see him die. When did that happen? What? Heaven Sword, are you okay? It's... Okay, it's not supposed to do that. Why is it doing that? It's not supposed to be that bright. Huh? Yeah, something is definitely weird about the weapon. Like, something has changed. I'm looking at the let me actually silence the video and play it next to me. No. It kind of had the effect. Why is our Heaven Sword so much bigger? Oh. Because we get more area from you. Oh, that is a very nice might. Jesus, that is an incredibly high might stat. But right, we get more area, so that makes everything bigger. Yeah, that's how area works, right? But that is insane. I totally forgot about that part. So usually because I have Boogaloo Evolutions, it makes the bonus area on the Paranormal Scan useless, but now we can actually benefit from it. Wait, did we actually get 100k kills in 2.5 minutes? A little bit more than that, but that would be insane. Ooh, nice. Well, I think I picked up the red gem while it was still wrong, right? Yeah, I think I picked it up too early. That didn't look like we got all of the level ups there. So currently the damage is 13,700. Isn't that ridiculous? I think that's really ridiculous. Just think about many of the other weapons that we played, the evolutions. At the end of the game, they had like 1,000, 2,000 damage at the 30-minute mark. Oh, I just collected all of the experience. So, okay, there's one thing that I've noticed in this game, and I do believe that is true. I feel like sometimes... How much did we just level up? What? There was 2 cycles because in the last one I didn't get a lot. How? It's still leveling up! What just happened? Did you see that? What just happened? What level was I before I started this? Like before I started the magnet. What just happened? Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure. This is totally fine. This feels illegal. Yeah, what I wanted to talk about is I sometimes feel like... Oh, great. I sometimes feel like the game is bugged a bit, and when you pick up experience, it doesn't always apply to your character. Is there anything that we care... I never took Skullomaniac. Well, okay, listen. 50% doesn't make the biggest difference. It does make a difference, but it's not the biggest difference. Dude, that's insane. What was I'm sorry, I have my mind blown right now because this is insane. What are they talking about? Damage? No. Oh yeah, I think there's a bug in the game where sometimes when you pick up experience, it just sticks to the character, and some people will know of that bug when they played the Red Death before it got fixed, or later, because they would sometimes pick up experience but not really pick it up. It would just glitch on them, you know, without them picking it up because they had a bigger character model and something got messed up there. And I have the feeling this sometimes happens nowadays in a different form but with the same effect, and only once you walk around a bit, you will pick it up. Because this has happened so many times that I used a vacuum, barely leveled up, and then I moved just an inch to the side where no experience was, and suddenly I got all of the level ups and I'm like, are you kidding me? So with this character, it's actually really important that you always pick up the experience, like every single time when growth doubling happens. Sometimes I like to take breaks and then level up a bunch at once, but because this character gains the 2% per level up, you really need to have that before you get to the next level up session. Like if you think about this, 140 level ups means we get 280% bonus growth that the next cycle wouldn't receive if we wait for 2 cycles. And the longer we wait, the more extreme and the more the worse it would get. So it's really important that I keep doing that. But I don't think I'll show you every single level up, because just checking in for 10 seconds every 40 seconds is like, meh, you know, it's kind of boring. Oh, so I was curious and I checked the old video at 1716, so in a few seconds, there we had 401k kills and level 2200. That is a huge difference just because we added Paranormal Scan. Now, anyone that expected that it's gonna be like a doubling or so, listen, Paranormal Scan is really good, but it's mostly good at enabling bad weapons. It's not that great on already top tier weapons because they are already insane. It doesn't make the biggest difference, but it still does make a difference. You know, but I think some people expect that it like doubles the power of a weapon or so. No, it's not that good. Unless the weapon has no amount, but with Limit Break you usually always get that. And there are also some weapons that scale with multiple stats, and their Paranormal Scan is insane. But if you think about it, with the max amount of projectiles around, the only stat that increases our damage is Might. That's the only one. No other stat, nice by the way, no other stat increases the damage output that we have. I'm currently really wondering if we'll reach the 100G. It's only 1/3 more damage, the old record was 76G. And we do have more might, so you would expect we deal more damage, but keep in mind we didn't start the game with that bonus might, and the normal amount you have is 210%. In other words, we doubled the bonus, but the normal value in total is 310%, and right now we have 522% with the base 100% might. Otherwise it would deal no damage. So while it is a huge bump up, it's only in quotation marks a 60% increase, and it wasn't there all game long. So I really wonder how this turns out. It should be insane for sure, but will it break the 100G? It must break the 100G, right? Right, guys? Right? Come on, I'm rooting for it. I think this would actually be the very first weapon ever to break the 100G, right? Okay, we have some values to compare this to. The old Heaven Sword, as I said, 76G. The Godai Shuffle that we recently did the 1 million kills with, 60.4G, so that was already above it. Crimson Shroud, which I actually remembered as the highest damage weapon, only in quotation marks, did 75.9G. So it was 0.1G less than the old Heaven Sword. Kind of fun. Did I just get scammed out of my experience? I feel like I didn't level up. Did you scam me out of my experience? But yeah, Crimson Shroud was worse. Now there is a serious contender. There is Fubala Fubalu. I don't know if you've seen that video, I would highly recommend it. It's called This is the most broken limit break damage weapon in Vampire Survivors. It reached 94.4G damage. Why? Because it has a huge AoE and because it crits. And we also use the Paranormal Scan, okay? So I have high hopes that this will be insane. We actually don't want anything in there to not take away from the limit breaks. There's a magnet, nice. This should be a bunch of level ups, by the way. However, the highest damage we have ever had, not counting the, what is it called, the Infinite Corridor, because that one is a bit cheating. You can set this up to deal gajillions of damage because it deals damage to the Reaper, you know. And usually I end the videos with killing the Reaper, and that's kind of unfair because it's not happening over the run, it's happening after the run. Gorgeous Moon reached 766G. Yeah. Now, to be fair, Gorgeous Moon has a broken interaction in this game if you run it as the only weapon, because it just blasts away all of the enemies with their max HP value as damage. So if a Reaper spawns, if a Stalker spawns, if the Red Death gets hit, it just takes their HP and deals that damage as attributed damage to the weapon. And it constantly gets triggered, you know? So nothing will ever beat Gorgeous Moon, most likely in a solo weapon limit break, damage-wise, unless you go for Crimson Shroud. That one can easily beat it. I'm fairly confident. Because if you get a lot of level ups, well... The biggest problem would be getting level ups. Dude, if you would combine Gorgeous Moon with Infinite Corridor... Wait a second. If you would do that... And then also Paranormal Scan, just to survive. Otherwise you would take Laurel. But if you take these three, you would infinitely level up. And you would deal an absurd amount of damage. And the best thing is, Infinite Corridor is very limited in the limit breaks. Because only duration gets affected. That means it doesn't intercept the level up spam that you need on Gorgeous Moon. Now I want to do that. I want to see the damage that it reaches. You know the best part is, because of what I just explained to you, that the game always considers the damage that it deals instead of the HP the enemies have, Infinite Corridor doesn't steal any kills from Gorgeous Moon. I mean, any damage, you know. Because yes, it halves the HP of the enemies, but Gorgeous Moon still deals at full damage as damage to the enemies. And Infinite Corridor can never kill them because it only halves the HP. Wait, this isn't... I need to do that, right? Oh man, but it was so painful to get Christine going with that. It was so painful. Oh. Wait, doesn't that mean I have to spawn the Guardians? Wait, how would you even do that? And how would I get Paranormal Scan in there? Wait, this will be such a huge challenge video. And so much has to go right. Well, I kinda want to do that now. Do you understand what I mean? A lot of the enemies scale based on your current level. And if you play a character like Gains, or if you do the Gorgeous Moon thing, we reach level 29,000 there, by the way. The enemies have a ridiculous amount of HP. So if you then combine it with Infinite Corridor and Gorgeous Moon, your damage will be nuts the moment the Reaper spawns, and Infinite Corridor just deals half of his HP as damage. Wow! I need to do that. Okay, but now back to the actual topic, because we are doing reasonable weapons right now. Yeah, reasonable, right? Look at this, 623k kills. Reasonable. No, but I want to do that. I don't consider the two weapons as viable weapons that you can really compare to, because they only work in very specific scenarios. I mean, Infinite Corridor always works because it halves the HP of the enemies, but usually you get to a point where you kill all of the enemies either way, so whether you halve the HP or not doesn't matter. Or I think what I actually mean is it's a little bit cheating, because you abuse the effect that they have to get to values that you shouldn't have. I think that's the way I mean it. Yeah. Oh my god. In the last video we were level 5000 at 30 minutes. We are level 4300 right now at 24 minutes, and you have to keep in mind at 28 minutes the enemies drop 30 experience gems. 10 times more than the highest other amount we see on the stage. 10 times more! And we'll most likely completely demolish them. Nein! Okay, Dex, you got this. Oh, scheiße! Nein, Alter, Mann, ach Mist, ja, scheiße, komm, ist doch egal, Alter, wen juckt das überhaupt? Das juckt doch keinen, ey, das sind doch scheiß Rotze, ey. Wie kriegst du das überhaupt hin, so eine Zahl zu treffen? One day I'll get it. We got the 69, but one day we'll have to triple up, okay? Maybe you have noticed, or even better not noticed, my keyboard used to make these thumb sounds, you know, because my arm, my microphone arm is attached to my desk. I can't do this differently. So when I press the keyboards, like the keys, it would make this vroom, 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 like a really deep bass sound. And I installed something, NVIDIA, what is it called? It's called NVIDIA Broadcast, and I just bumped noise removal and room echo removal up to the max, and that has actually almost entirely removed it. Only I can hear it when I'm in editing, and I only hear my voice and not the game sound, which is perfect. That is... What was that? That was weird. Which is amazing, right? The downside is, when I laugh now or make louder sounds, it also suppresses that sometimes. So I sometimes laugh like a monkey. I mean, I kinda already did, right? But now it's even worse, because if it's like a stronger laugh, then it just suppresses that, and it's... You hear like an eek, and then just a pause for like 2 or 3 seconds or 4 seconds, and you don't hear another sound. So it's a little bit weird, but I think it's worth the sacrifice, right? Because at least the thumping is gone. I don't think normal people heard that, like if you watch it on television or on phone or stuff like that, but if you watch, like, listen to my videos on headphones, you definitely heard it. I don't see a single vacuum. I don't dare to walk around because the red gem might be next to me. I got a What? I literally got a vacuum. Okay, but this vacuum is before we get all the huge experience bonuses from this wave. How much are we killing? How much are we killing? This is like literally what we get on a normal wave. What? We have 131,000 damage. Oh my god. Listen, guys. Listen. Okay, if you don't understand why I'm so... What? In this moment, the enemies have 100 times 3 times 30.4, 9,120 HP multiplied with our level. This huge number you see in the top right. The enemies have 48 million HP. 48 million. Every single one that we kill there has 48.5 million, increasing with the more level ups we get. Curse is doubled right now, doubling the HP. How much do we kill while Curse is active? It doesn't even matter. It doesn't change anything. What? Did I get the red gem? I got the red gem. Yep, infinite level ups, most likely infinite level ups. We must have gotten so many kills that this most likely won't stop until... What? No, that must have been a partial gem. From me walking around. Nah, I don't believe that. There's no way. Like, okay, listen. I sometimes get surprised by being wrong, but this time I don't think it was like being wrong. I think when I walked to the top left to collect the vacuum, it accumulated a gem, and then I went back to the bottom right a bit. So this one was just the little bit of accumulation we had for a few seconds. Now the big problem is, how do I get a big red gem? These guys here, by the way, they give less experience. They only give 25 and 0. Yeah, half of the enemies that spawn right now give 0 and the other half gives 25. We got the red gem, by the way. Really? What? Did they get nerfed? There's no way. Okay, maybe the problem is just that I don't have a vacuum. Is that possible? Dude! Give me a vacuum, please. The problem is I can't walk around to just hope for vacuum. Like, how many okay, we have 15 revivals. Guys, I'll make this work. I'll run around and find a vacuum while the growth is doubled. We have enough revivals for that. Oh my god, yes. I almost got blue balled. That's funny. Get it? Because vacuum is a blue ball. And I was really looking for one the entire time. Okay. Okay, this will be spicy. If... Oh, scheiße. Did I get it? I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. If this doesn't take us at least until 6,500, I'll be so mad. I had way higher expectations, by the way, but seeing how something went wrong, I don't know if I can hold them up. Let's get the freezes here that he stops killing me. Don't press spacebar, Dex. Just click on revive. 160,000 damage. Oh, there's a freeze. Oh, really? Okay, 52 more level ups and we beat the old video. Okay, nice. Yeah, see, I told you guys that was bogus. The experience was missing. Okay, I have to find the freezes though. I told you guys the experience was missing, see? The last wave, the 29-minute wave, doesn't give this much experience, because it gives less. So we know already something was just wonky. It was because of me moving around, most likely. So my goal was 8,000, right? I really hope we get that. Please. Okay, 7,500. You know, it's a little bit hard to find the freezes. Oh, there's one. Did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Nice. Okay, we're closing in on 8,000. Dude, just think about how much experience was there. And it took away all of my hopes and dreams. Just to now cash in. Oh my god. We ended the last time on 6,452. Dude, we're approaching 9k. We're approaching... Oh, that was it. That was it. Okay. Because at the very end you pick up everything. That is insane. So guys, 100 G damage. 100 G damage, please. Oh my god! What? Wait, what? Oh no, that's insane! What? That is more than 1/3 of Moon. A completely broken and unreasonable weapon that uses a mechanic that shouldn't be that way in the game to get this amount of damage. As in, it's completely broken. Like, I'm saying it's fine, but it's completely broken. We reached more than 1/3 of that damage. We almost pentad the old damage that I had. Like 4.5 times or something like this. The Fuvalu, which was the competitor to this, as a normal evolution, did 94.4 G. We tripled that. We tripled that. In fact, I think the triple damage is actually 283.2 G. 94.4 times 3, right? Alter Schwede! That is insane! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. You better did. Oh my god, look at this 555. That is beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to subscribe and give the video a like. See you the next time.